Hi ladies, here we are back again. I'm Lady P, and for those of you who have been following me and those of you who haven't, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button below. What you see now is everything that I will need to prep my food, what I ate on keto for 1 week. Again, this is what I ate on keto for 1 week. Obviously, you can change the menus, but today I'm going to keep it really simple. Hi guys, it's me again, Lady P. As I did in the introduction, I'm going to go through everything that I ate for a week on my keto diet. So in the course of saving time, I did a lot of prep work. So I prepped my meats, which is my chicken strips, my salmon, my shrimp, and what you see here is the broccoli rice. When I showed it earlier, it was in a bag, but I took it out of the bag and I matted all the water out of it because we're gonna make fried shrimp rice. Okay, so that's gonna be a substitute of rice. So it is the broccoli rice. Here I have my chicken wings, and I neglected to put out and show you prior what we're gonna use instead of flour for the basting of our chicken. And that is gonna be pork rinds. So the pork rinds, they come in a bag like this, right? And then what you do is you crunch them up. You just take a glass or something hard and you crunch them up until they're at this consistency. Now you can buy these already crunched or already broken up on Amazon. I have done that, but let me tell you, please don't do that because a bag this size is gonna cost you like $7 to $8. When you can get a bag this size, store brand, whatever you like, for about $3.99, you crunch it up yourself, and now you have your pork rind flour. So we're gonna use this instead of flour. I choose to get the barbecue sauce based pork skins rather than the plain because you wanna give your meat some flavor. So this is what I use. So that's in place of your flour. We have our egg mix. We're gonna use this. We're gonna dip the meat in our egg, and then we're gonna put it in the pork rind batter instead of flour. I also have what you see here is my containers. It's very important to divide your food up and have everything prepped for the week. So here I have salad in each one of my containers. I only had one avocado, so these were going to be all avocado, but I just used what I had. I improvised. So instead of avocado for the rest of these 3 days, I put a substitute of eggs. Here you have your salad and you have your broccoli. These empty spots are gonna be left for our protein, which is gonna be your shrimp, your salmon, and your chicken or your chicken wings. So in the course of saving time, I'm going to stop the video. We're gonna let our meat cook, and then I'll see you in about 30 minutes, Also, you see that I have on my J-Scope. Remember last week I kind of gave you a hint about waist trainers? Well, I'm gonna do my video. It'll come out next week with a little more detail of different waist trainers. Next. What do you want to do? Okay, now that the air fryer is on, all I have to do is hit my chicken mode and start. And it's gonna cook at 370 degrees for 40 minutes. Okay guys, so we're gonna prepare to make our shrimp fried rice. So what I have on the stove, I have a little olive oil in my pan, and I'm gonna get ready to put in the shrimps. The olive oil had already heated up, so you can kind of hear it popping as I'm putting the shrimps in. So we're gonna get our shrimps ready. Once that's cooked, I'm gonna show you how to do your cauliflower rice, because you have to make sure when you put it in the pan, there is no moisture. You've got to get all the water out of the cauliflower rice. So we're gonna get these in here, and then we'll just move on to the next step. And as you see, I've already seasoned my shrimp. And I use salt and pepper. I use lots and lots of garlic and onion powder. And you see that we have the salmon here, so I'll have to prepare that as well. What I'm going to do is transfer this shrimp into a plate while I cook my cauliflower rice. Now, actually, you can cook everything in the same pan. However, I chose to use the smaller pan. If I had used my larger pan, then it would be easy for me to do everything in one pan. But since I did not, I'm just going to go ahead and transfer this over to my plate. I'm going to turn down the fire. And I'm going to put a little more olive oil in the pan. And then I'm going to get my cauliflower rice. It's all dried out. See there? And then I'm going to put that in the pan. Just dump it all in. The bag that I had shown in the beginning of the video, this is that entire bag. However, this is cauliflower, so therefore it is a vegetable. It is going to cook down a lot. Once this is done, it's going to look like I did not use a whole bag. But as you know, I did. So we're going to put all of that in there. I'm going to get my spatula. And I'm going to begin to cook my rice. Now, you don't want to mush the rice. You just want to kind of toss it lightly around. Because remember, it is cauliflower. And you don't want to get it mushed up like it's mashed potatoes. So we're going to get this all cooked really nice. And also, because this was left out and dried out, cauliflower is already cooked. It's actually already cooked, so it doesn't need to cook very long. If you find that your pan is getting dry, like this is right now, you simply just add a little more oil to the pan. Now, instead of using the extra olive oil, you can actually use avocado oil, which is good as well. We're going to get this nice and hot. Get a little brown. Now you see that there is no water in this. And you want to make sure that when you're cooking it, it is absolutely dried out. Or your cauliflower rice is going to come out like mush instead of the consistency of rice. Now, when I get ready to put my egg mix into this, I do not like onions. I don't like peppers. I don't like any of that. Anybody who knows me or follows me knows that I don't really add a lot of vegetables into a lot of my dishes. However, you can if you like. You can put in a frozen bag of mixed vegetables like the peas. Not allowed, because peas is not one of the vegetables that's really on the keto diet. My egg won't stick. Now the pan is hot, so that egg is going to cook really fast. And you don't want to pour the egg mixture into the rice, because then what happens is that the rice becomes sticky. So I'm going to put the heat up a little bit more so that egg can cook just a little bit faster for me. Okay. While that's heating up, I'm going to move this around a bit. And you see where the egg is cooking? It's cooking. It's a little slow because I turned the fire down. I just didn't want everything to burn. And slowly, I'm going to move my egg around into my cauliflower rice. Again, you don't want it to come out mushy, so you got to let the egg cook a little bit. Once I feel like that egg is dry, at this time I'm going to put in my sesame seed oil. This way it gives you that flavor like fried rice. You put a little bit of that in there. Now, sorry about that noise. Now I'm ready for my soy sauce. And this is really going to give it that flavor and that look of fried rice. See there? You don't even know that this is actually cauliflower. It's the consistency of rice. And let me tell you, it is so good. The best thing about this, you can actually eat this whole pan and not have any calories because it's vegetable. There's no carbs, there's no sugar here. And this is smelling good. I wish you could smell it through the camera. I know I'm making a little bit of a mess, but I'm gonna clean that up. All right, there is our shrimp fried rice. If you want to give it a little more brown, you could just add a little more soy sauce. So that's what I'm doing, just a little more. Gosh, this smells so good, ladies, so good. Again, I can eat half of this pan and not have the calories, the carbohydrates that I would in regular rice. So we're gonna leave this on the stove. We're gonna turn this off. Once the chicken that's in the air fryer is done, I'm gonna remove that. Then I'm gonna put in my salmon. Once that's done, we're gonna get everything together in our pans, what we've prepared for the entire week, and it's gonna be for lunch and dinner. I did not do breakfast because it's very hard to prep breakfast. You have to put it in the refrigerator, it becomes cold. We can go over that in another video. Our chicken wings that we had made, we call them dry because there's no sauce on it. However, what I tend to do, sometimes I break mine in half. I put a plastic bag and I put hot sauce in it. I shake it up and those are my hot wings. But right now they're just dry fried with seasoning on it. And then here is the chicken breast strips that we cooked in our pork skin batter. So again, as you can see, it looks really, really delicious. Now I'm about to put in my salmon. I'm gonna put my salmon into the air fryer. Once that is cooked, we'll come back and then we'll just put everything in its container and you can see how everything looks for the week. Okay guys, this is now the finished product. We have all 5 meals for the week. So remember, I did 5 days because I did it my work days. I didn't do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I just did lunch and dinner. So you can choose if you want fish for lunch, chicken for lunch, or vice versa for dinner. There is that shrimp fried rice that we made. There's your avocado and your salad. You have that delicious chicken that we fried or oven fried in the pork skins. And then you have your wings. So I usually put anywhere from 4 to 5 little wingettes in my container. And remember, when you're doing your salad dressing, make sure that you have a low carb, very, very low carb dressing. And for your seasoning, just use a little salt and pepper or a little more olive or avocado oil. You can use a low carb blue cheese. It is out there in health food stores, or some type of vinaigrette for your dressing. So again, guys, I thank you so much for tuning in this week for what I eat in a week on keto. Remember, any questions, any videos, any recipes that you'd like to see, please let me know below and I will definitely answer and be more than delightful to show you whatever you need to know. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Please keep in lookout for the waist trainer video, which is coming up next.